But now I'm really, really happy.
Yeah,
I get up every day and I have a smile on my face and I just feel good about my life and I enjoy being alone. And I feel like people are like putting so much pressure on me. Like, why don't you have a boyfriend? Why don't you have a man? Why don't you do, oh, she don't want nobody or they don't want her. And it's like, I really just want to love my children and be by myself and just get to know Amber again and just do things that make me happy. Even if it's like what I was saying earlier. We went to Koreatown and we were like dancing to 80s music and like corny like that makes me happy. And that's just what I want to do. I don't want to depend on anybody else to make me happy. I want to make myself happy. So that's where I'm at right now.
I feel like some of the stress of just becoming an older woman doesn't exist in you because you already have the kids. And I feel like that pressure, like a lot of women sort of feel like up until you have kids is kind of like just the idea of this ticking biological clock and that you got to get this done at a certain point. But it's kind of cool to see you having just accepted, like, I already got kids, I'm good. Like, is there any part of you that would ever want to have more, or is it?
No, I'm done.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like, I don't want to have more kids. I don't need a man. I really, even if I do meet a man, I would prefer that he has children, because, I'm not trying to give anybody any more kids. But yeah, so.
That's great.
And I've been playing like old like MILF music and shit like on my page and shit, like in the background I played like
what, MILF music, Jaden Alexis and Krishan Rock?
Oh, that was only two. That was only one actually. What did I played like Billy Joel.
Ooh, love Billy Joel.
Yeah, we went to see him.
We saw him at Madison Square Garden.
Wasn't he great? I saw him at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
He was really good.
It's amazing.
He still got it.
Oh yeah. He was like such a hunk when I was a kid. My mom thought he was so hot when I was like, I have memories of my mom talking to him about like him like that when I was like 6.
That's really funny.
Yeah,
he was like the dude at that time. Yeah. Okay, but the reason why I was talking about the not sucking anymore thing is because you went viral for saying that you would eat ass for Super Bowl tickets.
It was a joke, obviously.
Do you hope Taylor's there?
I mean, I wanted to go when it was the Eagles. I don't know if the Eagles.
I'm not anything about football. I just know about sports.
But okay, so that you're kind of putting yourself out there in the ass eater category. Is that something that you've actually done?
No.
Never?
No, I never like went like, no.
What a capper.
It really is like that though.
No, I was like, I was like, whose ass do I got to eat to get Super Bowl tickets? But it was a joke.
I was trying to Google how to buy Super Bowl tickets.
No, I just thought that was kind of amazing because I would have not thought that
I would have not literally ate ass for tickets. Like I'm not that girl. I'm actually I'm so square. I'm just like really not that girl. So.
Damn. So even if you found the guy of your dreams that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, and then you figure out at some point, oh, this guy has a full-on ass eating fetish, you're not doing it.
Yeah, I would do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would never say that I wouldn't eat. It just never was like a thing.
Yeah,
it wasn't like go down and eat my ass. Like it just never really happened.
I remember when I was 15, my high school girlfriend and I ate her ass. And I was
really,
yeah, and I felt like a pioneer.
That was before,
This is 1999.
Yeah. Oh, there was no ass eating back then.
I don't know where we even got this. Like where this.
You were in what, 9th grade?
You invented it.
Yeah, like 8th, 9th grade, something like that. Yeah, and I just like, I don't know. Somehow we ended up doing that, and I just think it's so crazy when I look back on it. But at that time, nobody could have ever told me that men getting their asses eaten would become part of the public dialogue.
Yeah.
How do you guys like not get jealous of each other? Like
some days I want to call out and make all the girls fuck him alone. I've done this so many times that I'm just like, I know how he is. He comes and he goes to his office and he smokes a blunt. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
But he's jealous with me. So you can ask him that question.
Yeah, it's a little different. But I don't know. I don't feel like I get that jealous with you. All things considered, considering how most people are in their relationships where they're like really jealous.
Well, what I meant to say is like, I don't give him reasons to be jealous, but like if the roles were reversed and I had the, freedom to go shoot with other people all the time or whatever, I think he would be jealous.
But I don't go shoot with other people. I only shoot around you.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a different.
So what if she was like, can you stop? Can we like stop doing this?
I say sure, yeah.
For real?
It would be a little weird to just sort of give up on the business that we started together while we're right in the middle of things.
It'd be a
but-
multi-million-dollar question.
Yeah,
But
it would be quite a sacrifice to be
But
like,
I do
okay.
believe he would stop. But I don't know. We always talk about this because I think that if I have another baby, like I don't want to come back. Like I want to be done. But that means that our business would potentially be done unless it becomes another version of this business or whatever.
Right.
But
So, I
my
don't know.
my thing about it is like, okay, when I was talking about how I was a sex addict before, I feel like I quit heroin, but I've been going to the methadone clinic
Right.
every week.
Yeah.
because
So what are you going with this?
but that's the question is like, would I be able to just get off the methadone? The methadone being doing threesomes on camera with you and other girls.
How do you want to answer this question?
Well, I mean, I think I would be fine. It's just a lot of people who are on drugs think that they'd be fine if they stopped doing it, and you never really know. Now, do I trust myself that I would be able to? Because to me, at this point, like the demystification of like how cool I thought sex was before we started doing it basically as a job, like I was just so much more intrigued by it.
Right.
And a lot of times when I hear stories about rappers and like, oh yeah, I was with this dude and this rapper brought 20 girls home from the show and he fucked all of them, and I'm just like kind of baffled at this point, like how the fuck is that seriously what he wants to do with his wealth and his fame? Is to just be putting his dick in 20 random
But
fucking girls.
you can
Like,
only say that because we fucked 300
but
girls
that's what
together.
I'm saying. It's like, to me, if you had told me 8 years ago, like, oh, this is what rappers do once they become famous, I'd be like, fuck yeah, that's what I'm going to do too. And now, through having done it so much, I feel like now I would be able to have a much more mature perspective on it, even if I was single. Like I have a friend who just became single, and he told me that he set this ground rule for himself where he won't have sex with a girl at all ever unless he could see himself potentially being in a relationship with him. And I really thought that was smart, because I'm like, otherwise, if the only standard you're holding yourself to is I'm attracted to her, then you're going to end up sharing your fucking bed and your penis with a gigantic number of women, 99% of which you will never be in a relationship with. And it's going to like take your time and your effort away from time that you could spend on girls that you might potentially end up in a relationship with, which I think is smart, because as a guy, it's so easy to get into that mentality, just fucking random girls and just enjoying the newness of it. And I think it's very bad for you in the long run.